The Oak Island team has just uncovered a hidden hatch buried deep beneath the island's surface. This surprising discovery has everyone buzzing with excitement and curiosity. What could be concealed behind this mysterious door? Could it finally be the key to unlocking the island's legendary treasure, or perhaps something even more astonishing? Let's take a closer look at this remarkable find and uncover what truly lies beneath Oak Island. Deep in the heart of Nova Scotia, brothers Rick and Marty Lagina, along with their dedicated crew, have long been on a quest to reveal the secrets buried within Oak Island. Over the years, they've faced countless challenges in their search for the island's elusive treasure. But when they stumbled upon something completely unexpected, everything changed. Their latest adventure began with the discovery of an ancient map, an incredible breakthrough that seemed to point the way to a hidden entrance. The entire team was filled with anticipation, wondering what secrets might lie below. Could this buried passage finally lead to the fabled riches of Oak Island? Or would it open the door to even greater mysteries and challenges? The excitement of uncovering the island's deepest secrets was palpable among everyone involved. One evening, as Rick, Marty, and the team gathered around a large table in a dimly lit room, they discussed Oak Island's long and mysterious history with researcher Doug Crowell. Joining them was Zena Halpern, a respected expert on the Knights Templar. Her passion and deep knowledge immediately energized the group as she revealed a major discovery that could answer some of the island's oldest questions. Zena presented 2 ancient maps, along with a strange coded message. The team was stunned when they noticed the date marked on one of the maps, 1179, written in Roman numerals. Even more astonishing, the map clearly depicted Oak Island, with a specific point labeled Roden marked upon it. Zena explained that this may be connected to New Ross, a nearby location tied to the legendary Scottish explorer Henry Sinclair, who is believed to have traveled to Nova Scotia in 1398. The room was filled with wonder as the team considered the implications. Could these maps hold the key to the long-lost treasure of Oak Island? With Zena's revelations, the crew felt a renewed sense of purpose and excitement as they continued their search for the truth. As they examined the ancient cartographic symbols, it became clear that Oak Island still held countless unanswered questions. Fueled by curiosity, the team launched into a thorough investigation, determined to leave no stone unturned. Every new clue brought them closer to understanding the mystery, but also deeper into the unknown. Despite facing harsh terrain and unexpected setbacks, their determination only grew stronger. The bond between Rick, Marty, and their crew deepened as they worked side by side, united by their shared drive to uncover Oak Island's hidden history. Legends suggest that this mysterious island may have ties to the Knights Templar, the powerful medieval order. Some stories even claim that a Templar outpost was established there in the 1300s by a Scottish knight. The famous Rosslyn Chapel, built in 1446 under the direction of Prince Henry Sinclair, is thought to be linked to this history. However, Zena Halpern's research suggested something even more intriguing, that the Templars may have reached Oak Island long before Sinclair's voyage. This revelation hinted that the nearby settlement of New Ross might hold a far deeper and older connection to the Templars than anyone had imagined. The importance of Zena's maps in this ongoing mystery cannot be overstated. One depicted all of Nova Scotia, while another, an old French map dated 1347, was especially fascinating. Covered in French inscriptions, it hinted that the French may have visited the island centuries ago. The map mentioned landmarks such as a basin, possibly referring to a swamp, and a dam, features that align with other researchers' findings. Most intriguingly, the map included cryptic phrases like Oak Enter, which seemed to point directly to Oak Island's well-known treasure site. Had the Templars left behind hints, treasures, or even a hidden fortress? Inspired by the incredible details Zena Halpern had revealed through her research and ancient maps, the team felt more determined than ever to unravel the centuries-old mysteries of Oak Island. New discoveries seemed close at hand, and they couldn't shake the feeling that they were on the verge of something extraordinary. Just as they began to make sense of their recent findings, one ancient map revealed a clue that could take their search to an entirely new level. a possible route to a long-lost entrance. Legends had long spoken of a hidden doorway somewhere on Oak Island, still waiting to be found. This sparked even more questions. What else could be buried beneath the island's surface? To uncover answers, the team compared the old maps to modern geographical data, searching for patterns, alignments, and anything that seemed out of place. They became convinced that these unusual markings could hold the key to solving Oak Island's greatest riddles. Rick Lagina knew the challenges ahead would be immense. While there was still uncertainty about the accuracy of Zena's findings, the team was willing to explore every possibility. The island's history was filled with myths and competing theories, so no clue could be dismissed. Zena's research appeared thorough and compelling, and Rick was determined not to overlook any potential lead. Each step they took seemed to bring them closer to a historic breakthrough. Following one of the map's hints, Rick, Marty, and the crew decided to investigate a peculiar depression near Dave's property. Jack Begley took the initiative to compare the old map with recent satellite images, hoping to spot something others had missed. The team's greatest hope was that this could be the entrance to an underground tunnel. To their astonishment, the map's outline matched the island's modern shoreline almost perfectly. Even more surprising, it appeared to correspond closely with the location of Dave's driveway, road, and house, suggesting that the centuries-old map might accurately reflect the island's current layout. Still, Jack reminded everyone that they didn't yet know exactly what the hidden structure might look like. More evidence was needed, but then an exciting clue emerged. Both the ancient map and the satellite imagery marked a strange spot, possibly the site of the rumored hidden entrance on Oak Island. The team's excitement soared. Could this really be the legendary access point they had been searching for? Eager to find out, Rick and Marty discussed the implications of their discovery. Could it have been built by pirates hiding treasure? Or perhaps by an ancient civilization that had visited long before recorded history? Despite lingering doubts and the ever-present challenges, the crew's determination to solve the island's mystery only grew stronger. David Blankenship was especially thrilled when he noticed how perfectly the old map aligned with the satellite image. Driven by excitement, he asked Jack Begley to grab a metal detector so they could investigate further. With renewed energy, the team followed the map's directions, believing they were on the trail of the hidden entrance described in another ancient document. As they approached the target location, anticipation filled the air. The team couldn't stop imagining what might lie below. Perhaps a passage leading to the legendary money pit, or caches of treasure that had remained untouched for hundreds of years. Marty Lagina was amazed, convinced this was one of the most promising leads they had ever encountered on this part of the island. Everyone buzzed with excitement, wondering what treasures or historic artifacts could be waiting just beneath their feet. When they finally arrived at the spot, the tension was electric. The atmosphere felt almost alive, as though the ground itself was ready to reveal its secrets. Jack slowly swept the metal detector across the site, while the rest of the crew stood in silence, hearts pounding, hoping they were about to uncover one of Oak Island's greatest discoveries. During their intense search, Jack's metal detector suddenly gave off a strong signal at a particular spot. He froze for a moment, his eyes lighting up with excitement. Could this finally be the moment they uncovered the long-sought entrance that had evaded so many treasure hunters before them? The rest of the team quickly gathered around as Jack resumed his careful sweep, hearts pounding with anticipation, eager to see what secrets might lie beneath the legendary soil of Oak Island. As they began to dig, curiosity and amazement filled the air. What could be hidden behind this mysterious opening? What forgotten stories were waiting to emerge from the shadows of history? Only time would reveal the answers. At sunrise the next day, Rick, Marty, and their team, joined by archaeologist Laird Niven, set out to investigate a newly discovered square-shaped opening on the western side of the island. This new find could prove to be a critical piece of the puzzle in unraveling Oak Island's centuries-old mysteries. Energized by the discovery, the team focused their attention on determining whether the opening was man-made or a natural formation. Confirming its origin would mark an important milestone in the Lagina brothers' relentless quest to uncover the truth about the island's past. As Laird examined the site closely, he noticed clear signs of human involvement. Some stones appeared to have been intentionally placed, while others seemed loosely arranged, as if forming part of a constructed passage. Marty speculated that this might be the entrance to a tunnel, noting that one side of the formation appeared to extend into a narrow corridor. To explore it further, they would need to clear the area and obtain the proper permissions. Marty reassured the team that they would proceed carefully and within the law, asking about any restrictions on using small tools like hand shovels during the excavation. Despite the potential delays that came with official permissions, Rick and Marty agreed that transparency was essential. They decided to share their findings with local authorities, emphasizing the importance of conducting a proper and ethical investigation. Their decision reflected a deep respect for Oak Island's historical and environmental significance. To them, this wasn't merely a hunt for treasure, it was a journey through history. Oak Island was not just an archaeological site. For many, it was considered almost sacred ground. The Lagina brothers understood this, and they were determined to protect the island's legacy, even as they sought to uncover its hidden truths. They knew that preserving the site's integrity was just as important as solving its mysteries. Unlike past explorers who often relied on aggressive digging and risky techniques, Rick and Marty took a modern, scientific approach. Using advanced technology and careful archaeological methods, they aimed to unlock Oak Island's secrets while ensuring its preservation for future generations. Through this patient and respectful strategy, the Lagina brothers hoped to shine new light on Oak Island's enigmatic past while honoring its natural beauty and historical importance. Their passion for discovery was matched only by their commitment to responsible exploration, a balance that set them apart from those who came before. One bright morning, Rick and Marty gathered their crew at the shoreline to visit Dan Blankenship, one of the island's most experienced treasure hunters. Dan had dedicated nearly half a century to studying Oak Island's secrets, compiling an incredible archive of maps, photographs, and notes passed down from generations of explorers dating back to the 1800s. Dan's collection was like a treasure trove of knowledge in itself, a living record of the island's long and mysterious search for hidden riches. His home resembled a private museum, filled with relics, maps, and documents that told the story of countless expeditions. Down in his basement, shelves lined with old photos, sketches, and journals transported visitors back in time, offering invaluable clues that might one day lead to Oak Island's greatest discovery. Beyond his impressive collection of artifacts, Dan Blankenship himself was an invaluable source of knowledge. He shared countless stories from Oak Island's long history of treasure hunting, tales passed down through generations of explorers. His passion for the island's mysteries was contagious, inspiring Rick, Marty, and the rest of the team to dig even deeper, both literally and historically. Dan served as a vital link between Oak Island's mysterious past and the modern-day quest to uncover its secrets. With his insight and experience guiding them, the team felt more prepared than ever to face the challenges ahead, and perhaps unearth treasures that had remained hidden for centuries. Back in the early 1930s, a determined treasure hunter named Mel Chappell meticulously mapped out the money pit area on Oak Island. Convinced that he had located the original pit, he and his father, William Chappell, began digging a secret tunnel aimed directly at what they believed was the treasure vault. But their efforts came to an abrupt end when seawater from one of the island's infamous flood tunnels burst into their excavation, halting their work and dashing their hopes. Decades later, while drilling in an area known as Valley 3, Rick and Marty uncovered evidence of the Chappells' failed attempt. This discovery prompted the team to regroup and carefully plan their next move. During their strategy meeting, Marty raised concerns about the proposed location for their third drilling site. Craig Tester suggested moving northeast, while Rick and David Blankenship believed a southwestern direction might yield better results. The disagreement led to a spirited debate as the team weighed their options. The clues they had gathered could completely reshape their search strategy, making the decision all the more crucial. As they waited for a key piece of drilling equipment to arrive, the pressure mounted. Every choice they made could bring them closer to, or further from, the truth buried beneath Oak Island. The success of their mission depended on how wisely they evaluated their findings and the precision of their next steps. Each new piece of evidence seemed to fit together like fragments of a larger puzzle, one that spanned centuries and reached far beyond Nova Scotia's shores. While work at the Money Pit temporarily paused, Rick Lagina joined forces with island historian Charles Barkhouse and fellow treasure hunter Jack Begley to explore another mystery, Nolan's Cross. To better understand the site, they invited stone experts Mike Whalen and Mark Furl to examine the massive boulders that made up the cross-shaped formation. Their focus was on the central stone, where the arms and base of the cross intersected, a location long considered significant due to earlier discoveries made by Fred Nolan himself back in 1981. Fred Nolan had found 5 large cone-shaped stones on his property, perfectly aligned to form a massive cross measuring roughly 720 by 867 feet. Intrigued by the precision of the formation, he suspected that something valuable might be hidden at its center. His curiosity drove him to continue investigating until he unearthed a 6th stone, one remarkably shaped like a giant human head. As the current team studied Nolan's Cross, they hoped to find evidence that the stones had been deliberately shaped or arranged by human hands. Many believed the formation represented a Templar cross, possibly left behind by the legendary Knights Templar. However, another theory offered a more symbolic explanation, that the stones represented the Tree of Life, a sacred image in ancient Hebrew mysticism symbolizing the 10 divine attributes of creation. This alternative theory gained even more attention as smaller, flat-edged stones were discovered surrounding the main formation. Their placement mirrored the traditional layout of the Tree of Life. Some of these stones were particularly striking, rounded on one side, flat on the other, and etched with faint patterns resembling human facial features such as eyes and lips. With every new discovery, the team grew more intrigued. The deeper they dug, both into the earth and into history, the closer they seemed to come to uncovering the hidden story behind Nolan's Cross and its possible connection to the ancient secrets of Oak Island. The idea that these massive stones might have been shaped by human hands, combined with the possibility of hidden treasure and connections to ancient wisdom, only fueled the team's excitement. Then, to their surprise, they came across traces of what appeared to be a small sword. An astonishing clue that added yet another layer of mystery to Oak Island's already complex history. Many believed that the arrangement of Nolan's Cross, with its resemblance to sacred symbols, might be a deliberate design meant to conceal something of great value. Experts who examined the stones noticed intriguing details, some suggesting a simple geometric pattern, while others hinted at deeper symbolic meaning. Either way, Rick and Marty recognized that Nolan's Cross could be a crucial piece of the puzzle in understanding Oak Island's enigmatic past. As they awaited further discoveries, the team's enthusiasm grew. They began to suspect that Nolan's Cross was more than just an arrangement of stones. It might be a message, a marker, or even a map left behind by those who came before. Over the centuries, weather and time had worn away much of the formation's original appearance. Yet one particular stone stood out. Its shape and placement seemed deliberate, as though it had a special purpose. Rick couldn't help but wonder, what if its position held a hidden clue? To find out, they knew they would need expert confirmation. Rick understood that Nolan's Cross might not lead them directly to gold or treasure, but to him, its value lay in what it could reveal about the people who once walked this island and the stories they left behind. Even if the stones didn't hold material riches, they might unlock something even more precious, the truth about Oak Island's hidden history. With that mindset, the team remained steadfast, determined to explore every possibility, no matter where it led. The next day, their focus turned to the base of Nolan's Cross, where a massive 5-ton granite cone caught their attention. They wanted to understand its original placement and purpose, hoping this study would offer new insight into the structure's design. Each of the 5 large granite stones forming Nolan's Cross shared a similar shape, leading to an important question. Had these stones been naturally formed and slightly adjusted, Or were they intentionally crafted and positioned by human hands centuries ago? Stone specialists Mike Whalen and Mark Furl examined the boulders closely. They noted that one stone, in particular, was smoother than any naturally occurring granite they had ever seen. This observation sparked intense curiosity about its origins and raised the possibility that it had been shaped with intention and skill long ago. The stone near the base of Nolan's Cross, located in the very heart of Oak Island, on land once owned by Fred Nolan's family, seemed to hold special significance. Its smooth, almost polished surface contrasted sharply with the rough texture of surrounding natural rock, suggesting deliberate craftsmanship. This detail only deepened the mystery surrounding Nolan's Cross and its possible connection to the island's buried secrets. Could this mysterious stone be the final clue that unlocks Oak Island's greatest treasure? Or would it prove to be yet another dead end in the centuries-old search? One thing was certain: the team's determination to uncover the truth was stronger than ever,